We were all there, her mother, her husband, and I, and the nurse from the Ukraine, with her whole hand up there in her vagina, feeling and turning with the rubber glove as she talked casually to us, like she was turning on a loaded faucet. I was there in the room when her contractions made her crawl on all fours, made unfamiliar moans leak out of her pores, and still there after hours when she screamed suddenly while her arms striking the electric air. I was there when her vagina changed from a shy sexual hole to an archaeological tunnel, a sacred vessel, a Venetian canal, a deep well with a tiny stuck child inside waiting to be rescued. I saw the colors of her vagina. They changed. Saw the bruised, broken blue, the blistering tomato red, the gray pink, the dark. Saw the blood like perspiration along the edges. Saw the yellow, white liquid, the shit, the cloth, pushing out all the holes, pushing harder and harder. Saw through the hole the baby's head. Scratches of black hair, saw it there just behind the bone, a hard, round memory. And the nurse from the Ukraine kept turning and turning her slippery hands. I was there when each of us, her mother and I, held a leg and spread her wide, pushing with all of our strength against her pushing, and her husband sternly counting, 1, 2, 3, telling her to focus harder. We looked into her then. We couldn't get our eyes out of that place. We forget the vagina, all of us. What else would explain our lack of awe, our lack of reverence? I was there when the doctor reached in with Alice in Wonderland spoons, and was there as her vagina became a wide operatic mouth, singing with all of its strength. First the little head, then the gray floppy arm, then the fast swimming body, swimming quickly into our weeping arms. I was there later when I just turned and faced her vagina. I stood and let myself see her all spread, completely exposed, mutilated, swollen, and torn, bleeding all over the doctor's hands who was calmly sewing her there. I stood and her vagina suddenly became a wide, pulsing heart. The heart is capable of sacrifice. So is the vagina. The heart is able to forgive and repair. It can change shape to let us in. It can expand to let us out. So can the vagina. It can ache for us, stretch for us, die for us, and bleed us into this difficult, wondrous world. I was in the room. I remember.